runs rampant, and it's actual killer disease. Oh, here comes Samara. Hello. They're still in their family groups, so you're going to be able to see what the babies. A lot of these birds are related as well. This is the only time they're together. The only time the whole group is together. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, here's the next one. Everyone get ready. We're going to see these today. Snow goose. Snow goose. So it's not a swan. The snow goose is much smaller. It's got black tips. Now geese in general are pretty edgy. They're going to, if you see your silhouette, they're going to jump up. They're the primary birds being hunted out here today. Now birds are super smart. Not a really good day to hunt. You can see super far today. But last weekend when it was raging wind, there was a lot of hunting going on.
What proportion are roosters?
Not many. Yeah. And we have no cranes. Believe it or not.
No cranes?
No cranes in this area. But if you head that way like 20 miles, you'll get them. All right, what about these?
Mallard?
Handsome couple. You'd say mallard at the get-go. But yes, it's a shoveler. Look at the big beak. And again, males handsome, females, only in the bird world. Yes,
yeah.
And when we stop at our first stop where it's safe, I've got body parts to pull out and show you guys. To just show you up close what these beaks look like. All right, how about this handsome fella?
That's Ivan.
Ivan. Now, the thing about it is most places in California, you'll see maybe flocks of 30 at the maximum. Here it's like 300 to 1,000. You'll never see more ibis. Ibis are huge migratory birds, but they like to get gregarious in the winter like most. Like most birds, they just like to be together. Oh, and here's one that's fully underappreciated. So let me flip it up.
There he is.
Anyone? It's a coot. It's an American coot. Now, you could hunt these, but no one does. They call them mudheads. They're actually not a duck. They're a rail. Look at the feet.
Oh, yeah.
They're in the rail family. Those feet are super sharp. All right,
What's a rail?
A rail would just be more of a water bird versus a duck.
Okay. A wading?
Right. And rails tend to be like hiding in the tulies. These guys, you'll see, they're like right at the road. They just don't even care. All right, and then this is probably the most populous goose out here. White-fronted goose. We can also call them speckle bellies. They are also a little bit on edge. Wow, look at those guys go right there. They just look like they're on a mission, don't they? I'm on a mission. All right, and then of course our beautiful
Swan.
bird of target today. Look at that. Don't you feel like you're right in there in their feathers?
Oh, yeah.
They are so beautiful. You can see they have a little bit of yellow right at the top of the beak. There's also a subspecies, the Buicks, which we can see out here. Their yellow goes all the way down to here.
Where do these birds breed? These ones
Oh,
come
you
down
are
here?
just right on what I'm doing next. All right. So most of the time they're in solitary pairs at the top of the world. See how high they are? Way up at the top of the world. Now there's another variety of swan in North America, the trumpeter swan. Anyone heard of it? It's a little bit bigger and in very grave danger. There's less than 200 left and there's a reason why. So the tundra swans are way up here. Here's where the trumpeter swans nest, right here in Canada. So what occurs down here that doesn't occur up there? Okay, who does the farming? Human beings. So the birds in Canada, the trumpeters, face the same threats as ours. Here, habitat loss, disturbance, invasive species, you name it. They've got it. So when they're actually done breeding in their solitary pairs way up at the top of the world, they're going to start flying down. Takes them a little while to come down the first time because the babies don't have the stamina to stop quite a bit. But do you see where they all gather? In the Dakotas. They all gather in the Dakotas for a big bird party. Then half the birds go to the West Coast, and then half the swans go to the East Coast and West Coast. West Coast and East Coast. It's pretty amazing. So if you have parents that are East Coast parents, you're going to learn the East Coast route. And same would be true for the West. Now these birds breed for life. They are very devoted. This is why we call it, the love swans, love. and you'll see, they just love each other. They're very good parents too. So what they have found, they can't breed till they're 3 years old. So what they have found though is that if a male from the East Coast hooks up with a female from the West Coast, guess where they go? West Coast. That's right, fellas. They follow the girls. Just as usual. So it's pretty exciting. Now, since they can't breed for 3 years, when they're heading back up, they're going to have to leave the babies. It's a little bit of a trauma, but they're going to start down here, so it's not too traumatic. They're just going to push them away a couple times for the first time before they head back up. And they'll be like, what are you doing? But